She called herself my sister. Then betrayed me. Me, 31. Communications consultant. Spent last 5 years in curated feminist spaces. LinkedIn bio literally said, storytelling is how we dismantle power. Wore blazers, wrote long Twitter threads about gender dynamics. 3 boyfriends in 4 years, all not progressive enough, apparently. First said he debated for sport. Second said he never argued to understand, only to win. Third just ghosted. Blame them all obviously. Posted, healing in heels, type TikToks. Moved to Chicago, new apartment, new co-working space. Felt like I was back on track. Meet Sarah at a conference. Sociology PhD, ran podcast called Shatter Girl. Instant click. She's smart, sarcastic, sharp as hell. Says shit like, femininity is the longest con ever played. Thought I found my intellectual soulmate. Started writing pitches together, trading rants, drafts, therapy notes. First red flag, speaking panel. She tells me she's skipping, too commercial for me. Week later see her on Insta, on stage. Speaking truth even when it's inconvenient. Text her like, thought you weren't going. Oh lol last minute change, you know how it is. I don't know how it is. Brushed it off, didn't wanna sound jealous. Second red flag, collabs I introduced her to start quoting her version of my ideas. Not word for word, but close enough. Confront her gently. This space isn't about ownership, that's patriarchal thinking. Brain.exe not sure if gaslight or galaxy brain. Third red flag, after party. Introduces me to publisher as, the girl who always has feelings about everything. Everyone laughs. I smile too but something cracks inside. Scroll through our texts that night. So many screenshots, so many, you're overreacting, replies from her. Decide to just stop replying. No announcement, just ghost back into solo work. Start walking more, no threads, no posts. Run into Eli. Old coworker, guy who lived in same 2 hoodies. Super normal, never tried to go viral. Asks what I've been up to. I say, a lot, and leave it. He says, wanna grab coffee and not talk about brands? Actually laugh. Get coffee, no posturing, no feminist takes. Just dumb observations and genuine listening. He asks questions without making it about him. Tell him I've been writing less. Makes sense, your brain's probably tired of fighting all the time. Damn, never thought of it that way. We keep hanging out, walks, cheap food, library dates. Never asks about gender dynamics. Just if I'm sleeping enough. Bring soup when I say I'm sick. Not for clout, not for content, just soup. Once I joke I'm not very lovable. He doesn't flinch. Okay, but I still like you. No lecture, no fixing, just steady. Actually start to feel safe. Not performative safe, but quiet, real safe. Still tweet feminist stuff, still post. But something shifts. Realize the worst harm I ever took came from a woman who called me sister. Realize the person who makes me feel whole doesn't call me anything. He just shows up and stays. One Sunday night, sit at laptop. Cursor blinking on doc titled Softness I was too busy to see. Write paragraphs, not for a pitch, not for clout, just honesty. Admit stuff I never said out loud. Wrote about Sarah without naming her. Some people don't betray out of malice, they just confuse attention with safety. Maybe I used to be that person too. Wrote about Eli. He never rescued me, he just made space. Wrote that part twice because it mattered. Loudest feminism I ever lived still couldn't drown out craving for kindness. Kindness with no agenda, no invoice, just presence. Save doc, close laptop, text Eli. You up? Always. You okay? Just wrote something, might let you read it sometime. No rush, I'm not going anywhere. Sit in dark, realize maybe this is what healing sounds like, quiet. Wednesday evening, feminist round table at cafe. Used to love these. Walk in, warm light, big table, familiar faces. Conversation already heated. Girl ranting about date who didn't pay parking. Weaponized cheapness, financial gaslighting. Another says boss asked if she was okay after crying at work. That's emotional control, regulating her sadness. Used to eat this shit up. Now feels like I'm watching a play I used to star in. Someone says, men need to stop fixing us and start funding us. Snaps all around. Another says, I don't want empathy, I want reparations. Everyone laughs. I smile but it doesn't reach. Suddenly remember Eli asking if I slept okay. No punchline, just care. Realize no one here has asked me that all night. Quietly blurt out, do you think maybe we just want attention? Silence. Girl across the table, sounds like internalized misogyny. Maybe, I say, stand up, grab coat, walk out. Cold air slaps harder than expected. Text Eli, can you pick me up? Already on my way. 10 minutes later, his car pulls up. No questions, just opens passenger door. Bottle of water, granola bar, my playlist already queued. Get in, sit back, exhale. Thank you. He glances over. Always.